Hello everyone, how's everybody today? Welcome to the Dirt Road Farmer. Well, we've kind of got a small field to do here. This is a wheat field. We planted it. It's 98% yield bonus, 100% fertilized. So we should get a pretty good crop out of it. We are going to collect the straw off of this field and get started. It's more preparation for animals. We're trying to get our cows in there, and so we're going to collect the straw off of it. And but first things are first. First thing we got to do is get the crop off first. So, I've already got these guys programmed in. Now, we're only going to run 3, and that should be plenty because this field is not that big. 3 might even be an overkill. But anyway, let's bring up the small HUD. We've got, and we did buy smaller headers. They're 5 foot narrower because we wasn't spreading the straw as far as we wanted to for the chopped straw mod. So it was leaving places in our field that wasn't 100% fertilized in the, when everything was said and done. So just trying to get everything where it works right and it comes out good. All right, like I said, this guy, his number 1, his position is 1 left. Let's tell him to go to work. And we're in number 2. First waypoint, his position is center. All right, my mouse ain't wanting to cooperate with me this morning. All right, well, it will cooperate one way or the other. All right, there we go. It's just not wanting to cooperate. Anyway, let's tell this guy to go. And number 3, his position is 1 right. First waypoint. And we'll wait for number 2 to get started there. All right, let's tell number 3 to go. And they are leaving their straw swath, so that's good. They are going to skip a row. All right. Looks like they're off. Now we'll have some touch up to do on the corners because they're doing a smooth turn on their headland pass. But that's not a problem. All right, well, we'll jump out of here. And we'll go get in our grain cart, and we'll prepare to start chasing them. Alright, I don't know if you've noticed yet or not, but we put these big flotation tires on these case Steiners to keep down on the compaction, because we do so much running in the field with these cases, and they're heavy. They are heavy. So, yes, we just want to cut down on the compaction where we can. And those wide flotation tires are supposed to do the trick. So anyway, let's get up here and let's get what number one's got. I think we've got what he's got. And we'll go back here to number two. Alright. Shouldn't take long to get what he's got. Not at all. We've got it. I do love the way these new harvesters unload. Quick. That is so important when you're running multiple harvesters. Very important. Alright, we'll get around here and we'll get number three. Looks like we've got what he's got. Alright, well, we're going to keep chasing these harvesters. Of course, whenever they start their up and down rows, we'll be there to make sure that they do it right and we don't have any confrontations with harvesters. Yes. Yeah, that can happen. Yes, we're going to get this guy number one. We're going to at least get him unloaded again. Because we've got him set to skip a row. And whenever he's in the middle, his pipe only opens to the crop. So, yeah, it's kind of important to keep number one unloaded whenever you can. So, now, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that that only happens on half of the field. I mean, from one side of the field to the other, when they're skipping a row, number one, you know, his pipe will open to the crop. We won't be able to get in there and get him unless he stops and backs up and gets over, which is fine. That's the way it's supposed to be. But we don't really want to stop him. We want him to roll on. So we try to keep number one empty as long as we can. So anyway, we're just gonna watch these guys when they get started on the up and down rows. Make sure they're right and they don't run into one another. That's what counts. All right, well, we'll get back with you in just a little bit. All right, number one should start right there on the corner, and he is. Number two will come in on this side of him. Number three will come in on this side of number two. Very good. Now, what it looks like to me, let's get over here before I say it, because we want to make sure that that's, I mean, I don't want to tell you wrong. Yes, looks like number one is making what I call a dry run. That's where they're compensating for the width of the field. They are on track and doing exactly what they should be doing. There ain't a thing wrong with what he's doing. All right, good deal. So we can go up there and just empty out what he's got, because whenever he gets to the end of the field, then he'll be out there where his pipe will only open in the crop. So there ain't no sense in that. Not when we can empty him right here. He won't have very much because we just emptied him out. So, all right, that's all he's got. But he will be starting empty whenever he starts him up and down rows, whenever his pipe is opening out into the crop. All right, we'll get around here and get number two. Talk about getting this field done in a hurry. Man. Yeah. 3 harvesters was probably an overkill in this field, but oh well. All right, and we'll get number 3. Now, usually, whenever I pick up straw, I usually bring loading wagons in and pick the straw up with the loading wagons. Well, that's a whole lot of work. And I still want to put up loose straw. I put up loose straw and loose hay. But what I have learned is that multi-fruit silo that we're putting our hay and our straw in, you can put the bales on it and it will take the bales in, and of course it turns from bales to loose straw or loose hay, and that's what we want to start with. But I can come in here and I can bale this, and then I take my pickup and flatbed trailer and come through, and I can pick them bales up quick, and I can haul more at one time than what I can in the loading wagons. So yeah, it's just trying to be more productive and more cost efficient. So all right, well, I'll get back with you whenever we get a little farther. Just want to make sure number 1 goes over far enough where we don't have any collisions. And it looks like he is. Good deal. All right, well, I'll get back with you in just a little bit. All right, well, it didn't take long to walk through this field, now I can tell you that. My goodness. This is the last row. But what we will do is we're going to come in here and we're going to bale it and get the straw off of it. And then I'll show you how I'm putting it into the silo. Yeah, it takes it in just like your hayloft would. You put the hay in the hayloft, and whenever you get it out of the hayloft, it's loose. You put bales in and it comes out loose. Well, it's the same way in a multi-fruit silo, only my multi-fruit silo is 10 million liters. 9 or 10, I'm not sure. It might be 9. But it seemed to me like it's 10 million liters. So, yes, I can haul, I mean, I can hold a lot more in that than I could any barn. Because, you know, like we talked about before, we have a bale limit. So, all right, I just emptied number 3 out. So we're going to go down here and we're going to prepare to stop these guys and get them out of the field. We won't take them all the way back to the farm because we've got more fields that need to be done. But just in case it rains or anything, we're going to get the straw off this field and get it in the dry. So anyway, I'll get back with you here in just a moment. All right. Well, we're going to come in here and we're going to bale this real quick, and we'll get it picked up because it's cloudy. Now, they haven't forecast any rain yet, but yeah, it could rain. Yes, it could. All right, we've got the baler started. Let's see. Put the pickup down, and it says we've got a little bit of hay in there. So I don't know how this first bale will turn out. It may not be, I don't know. It may turn out all straw. I don't know. So, yeah, it looks like it's going to be straw. All right. Good deal. And we'll just go down through here. Like I said, we'll bale this all up real quick, and then we'll hook our pickup up to the flatbed, come out here, get it picked up, get it in the multi-fruit silo. Now, what we will have to do before we plant this field is we will have to fertilize it. We'll have to put the first stage of fertilizer on it because the chopped straw mod isn't going to work if you don't have any straw. In other words, we're picking up the straw, we're baling it, and we're picking it up out of the field. So the straw is not going to give us the first stage of fertilizer. But that's all right. We'll come in here and fertilize it, and we'll get it up, and we'll do it again. I don't really know how much straw we're going to get off of this field, but it'll be enough to get started, I'm sure. So, all right, well, I'll get back with you when we get a little farther along. All right. Well, we've just about got all the straw baled. And keep in mind, these bales are 9,000 liters apiece. So, you might say, well, this is kind of a waste of time if you're wanting to put up loose hay and loose straw. You would be better off just to skip this step and come in with a loading wagon and pick them up. Well, the loading wagons, the most capacity in game that I have found, and even a mod, is, I think it's 50,000 liters. All right. So what is that? That's 6 bales. 6. Well, by doing it this way, I can haul 24 at a time. So that's kind of why I do this. It just seems to me to be a little more cost effective, because in order to get these bales all picked up in a timely fashion, I would need to run 3 tractors with 3 loading wagons, and yeah. So it just seems a little more, not much, I will grant you, it's not that big of a difference, but I think it's just a little more cost effective to do it this way. All right. Well, I think that pretty well takes care of the straw. We'll go over here and we'll just kind of pick up a little bit of this that we missed at the end of the rows. Yeah, there's not much. It ain't enough to really worry about, because that'll count as fertilizer whenever we and we need the fertilizer on the field. All right, well, let's unload these bales. Let's see, I think it's, let me bring up the HUD. All right, let's shut it off. And let's unload it. All right, very good. Okay, well, we're going to take this baler back. I have no idea how many bales we got out here, but we've got a bunch of them. But we'll take this baler back and we'll get in our pickup, hook up our gooseneck trailer, and we'll come out here and we'll pick them up. So I'll see you whenever we get over there. All right, well, we'll get over here and we'll get these picked up. I think I can haul 24 of them. So, yeah, so we'll get them picked up. All right, now I don't know what the problem is, so we'll I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to unload this guy. There we go. All right, we've got it now. Let's see. All right, now, I don't know if we're in the operating position now or not. But we'll find out. No, we are not. All right. All right, let's see here. Let's just start this all over again. All right, we want to reset the auto load. And now we want, there we go, now we're in. Now we can get it done. I don't know why it's got to be so confusing sometimes, but yeah, you know. All right. And it doesn't take long to pick up 24 bales, I'll tell you that. And 24 bales is probably almost three loading wagons full. So, like I said, it's not a whole lot more economical to do it this way, but it is a little bit. And every little bit does count, you know. All right, let's get around here. I'll tell you, animals take a lot of time. They really do. And that's why a person needs to make up their mind whether you're going to do animals. Let's just run down through here and pick up this one row. Probably a little faster. Whether you're going to do animals or you're going to do crops. Now, that's the one good thing that's very good about Farming Simulator, is they've got so many choices. You can even get yourself, if you like all the production chains, you can get yourself tied down with nothing but productions. And I mean, if that's your thing and if you like it, then by all means, you know, I mean, that's what makes this game so great. Myself, I have found that I don't really make that much money doing the productions, and I'm a farmer. You know, commercial farmers, big farmers, they don't sell to the bakery. You know, they don't do that. They don't sell to the oil, to the cooking oil plant. And they sell to a big distributor, big grain company, and the big grain company. There you go, and that's as easy as that. All right. Now we go back and we get another load. But yes, I mean, they, you know, they don't sell to these, to a bakery and to the flour mill, flour company, and unless they got a contract with a mill that grinds flours or flour or whatever, if they've got a contract with them, and the contract says they're going to buy all of their grain, well then, yeah, they'll probably deliver to them. But as a rule, they don't care. They don't care who the big mills sell to. So, but anyway, we're going to go through here and we're going to get this picked up, and I'll get back with you when we get a little farther along. All right, I think we may have maybe one more load, maybe a little more than one load left, and that's just how fast you can pick these up. Oh yeah. And that's what makes it a little more economical. Is you're saving on time, you know. All right. And time is money. The cost of the equipment, like I said, we'd have to have 3 tractors and 3 loading wagons, and then we'd have to pay labor on them. So yeah, it's not, to be honest about it, it's nothing to write home about. But it is a little more economical to do it this way. I mean, you can't get excited and you're not going to save a bunch of money, but yeah, a little bit. You got fuel that you'll have to run in them tractors, maintenance cost, yeah. So I've kind of tested it a little bit, and at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, this is a little more economical. So anyway, I don't know if we'll get them all on this load. We'll get most of them anyway. May have to come back and pick up 1 or 2. Yeah, it's just a little faster, that's all. Well, it looks like maybe with a little bit of luck we're going to get them all. Now that's all right. That's a good thing. All right, I think that's all of them. Good deal. All right. We'll get down here and we'll get these unloaded. And I think we're going to call it a video. If you've liked this content, please go down there and give me a like. I'd sure appreciate it. Boy, that trailer low in the front, isn't it? If you like this video, please go down there and give me a like. I'd sure appreciate that. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, please do. That would be great. If you'd like to share this video with someone that you know would enjoy it, please do. But as for me, the Dirt Road Farmer, I think we're going to call it a day. And as always, thank you for watching.